BTS is regarded as the greatest K-pop group of all time. I use the most powerful AI models to create two K-pop debaters, facing off over the ultimate question. Who is the #2 boy group of all time? Stray Kids or Ateez? Who had the most global impact?
Clearly, Stray Kids have a greater global impact. Their social media presence, YouTube streams, and international tours are massive indicators. Ateez may get some attention in the West, but Stray Kids dominate the charts in the US, Japan, and Europe simultaneously. Real global reach, not just niche hype.
Saying Ateez's impact is limited to niches is an unsustainable claim. Their world tours prove the opposite. They fill arenas where other groups fail. Stray Kids might briefly dominate the charts, but Ateez's influence on live performance culture is unmatched. They forced the industry to rethink its standards.
Nice try, but numbers don't lie. Stray Kids' Maxident album sold over 1.7 million copies in just its first week, while Ateez's best-selling album barely reached around 600,000. Global streaming? Stray Kids pull in over 5 million monthly listeners on Spotify worldwide, while Ateez sits at just under 2 million. Impact not equal only live shows. It's reach plus consumption. Stray Kids set the standard, not just the stage.
Spotify listener counts can be inflated, and first-week sales are often nothing but marketing bubbles. Ateez's album sales keep growing steadily because fans genuinely buy their music, not just to manipulate streaming stats. Their tours are the ultimate proof of true loyal fans. That kind of global impact is more sustainable and meaningful.
Awards and recognition. Who set the higher benchmark?
That's an easy one to answer. Ateez has already won an American Music Award and multiple MTV EMAs, underscoring their relevance in the global pop market. These recognitions aren't fan-voted. They reflect real influence. They're the result of consistent artistic achievement.
Interesting. But let's look at concrete numbers and consistency. Stray Kids have won more than twice as many music awards in Korea at major shows like Mama, Golden Disc, and the Seoul Music Awards. Add to that numerous international nominations, and it shows their artistic consistency. One MA or a couple of MTV MAs may be impressive, but Stray Kids dominate in the long run, not just in isolated moments.
You're confusing quantity with quality. Local awards in Korea mainly highlight strength in the home market, not global relevance. Ateez's international awards are more meaningful because they were won in a broader, more competitive environment. Their accolades prove global acceptance, while Stray Kids are mostly strong in Asia.
International awards like an AMA or MTV EMA aren't automatically a global benchmark, especially when many categories are fan-voted or tailored to Western charts. Stray Kids' consistent chart dominance across multiple countries, millions of albums sold, and strong Spotify numbers demonstrate true global presence, not a one-off or some niche fan voting. That's verifiable, measurable influence, not just a symbolic trophy on a shelf.
Who has the better discography?
Clearly, Stray Kids set the standard. Their discography shows diversity, self-production, and growth. From hard-hitting hip-hop tracks to experimental EDM to emotional ballads, every album tells a story, is cohesive, and is co-produced by the members themselves. Ateez may be catchy, but Stray Kids deliver substance plus innovation, not just hooks.
Innovation and substance are empty buzzwords if the music doesn't truly convince. Ateez's discography is tied together by a consistent thread, a deeper narrative running through every release. They build entire worlds, while Stray Kids often just string together songs that are diverse, yes, but lack the same immersive storytelling. Ateez's music is an adventure, not just a playlist of hits.
Poetic, but the numbers tell a different story. Stray Kids write, produce, and arrange the majority of their tracks themselves, which means real creative control. Albums like Ordinary or Maxident combine storytelling, sonic experimentation, and chart power. That's not just a collection, that's world building of its own, pulling in millions of listeners worldwide. Ateez may lean on narrative approaches, but Stray Kids deliver both artistic autonomy and consistency, not just momentary adventures.
Real artistic control is proven through depth in music, not just credits on paper. Ateez create a unique atmosphere and a connected universe that captivates fans. Stray Kids may produce hits, but Ateez are building an artistic legacy that extends far beyond short-term chart success.
Who dominates the stage more?
I'd say Ateez dominate the stage like no other group. Their performances aren't just shows, they're pure, raw energy. Every member is a stage genius who captivates the crowd. Stray Kids are good, but their shows often feel overproduced. Ateez's strength lies in the authenticity and intensity of their live performances.
Stray Kids dominate the stage through flawless choreography, precision, and global tour success. Overproduced? No. That's professional-level execution that keeps fans hooked. Ateez bring energy, sure, but Stray Kids deliver skill plus worldwide impact, not just raw chaos.
Raw chaos? That's an insult. Ateez's stage presence is pure passion and authenticity, pulling the audience in. While Stray Kids' choreographies often feel interchangeable, every Ateez performance is an unforgettable experience that touches the soul, not just impresses the eyes.
Stray Kids surpass Ateez on stage. They combine perfect group synchronization with strong individual presence, giving every performance more aura and intensity. Ateez may show passion, but Stray Kids clearly dominate the stage through skill, charisma, and presence.
Who demonstrates greater versatility as a K-pop group?
That's simple. Stray Kids are masters of versatility. They move effortlessly between hard-hitting hip-hop tracks, EDM bangers, emotional ballads, and experimental sounds, without it ever feeling forced. Every album reveals new sides of them, while Ateez often stick to the same high-energy style. Clear win for Stray Kids.
I see it differently. True versatility isn't just about stringing together different genres, it's about evolving and refining a core sound. Ateez have mastered that by fusing their explosive performance identity with elements of rock, oriental influences, and emotional ballads, all without losing their unique color.
Interesting, but Stray Kids blend genres just as skillfully, and on a much larger scale. Hip-hop, EDM, pop rock, ballads, trap, even jazz and orchestral elements, all self-produced. They keep their unmistakable core sound, constantly evolving it and showing real versatility, not just occasional experiments like Ateez.
Your list of genres sounds impressive, but a wide range doesn't equal depth. Ateez's music is so coherent and unique that they've defined a sound entirely their own.
Who has the better fandom?
I don't think this takes much thought. Ateez are known for their loyalty and genuine organic growth. This fandom doesn't rely on gimmicks to grab attention. They buy albums, fill arenas, and support Ateez because the music and performances truly convince them.
Stay aren't just loyal, they're positive and creative. They push the group without becoming toxic or starting unnecessary drama. It's a fandom that grows together and supports consistently. Ateez fans may be passionate, but Stay show real maturity, influence, and sustainability.
Every fandom has its bad apples, but the positive, global reach of Ateez is undeniable. They're not just passionate, they're the driving force behind Ateez's international rise. With Stay, online aggressiveness is often present, which harms growth and puts the group in a negative light.
Stay are creative, globally active, and genuinely committed. Sure, bad apples exist everywhere. That's no argument against them. But their projects, streaming efforts, and worldwide campaigns visibly push Stray Kids forward. If you claim Ateez are better just because of a few standout moments, you're ignoring the organized, consistent influence Stay have been delivering for years. Period.
Which group shows more longevity?
Stray Kids clearly demonstrate longevity through steady growth since 2017. They've continuously developed their sound, performances, and personalities, built a stable fan base, and mastered global tours. Ateez are strong, but their career is still shorter without the same consistent progression over the years.
Your statement ignores the reality that Ateez prove longevity through steady, organic rise. They started without Big 3 label backing and built their career from scratch. That's the kind of foundation you don't get from quick chart hopping, but from hard work and a loyal fan base. And that's what ensures a truly long-lasting career.
Stray Kids also started without Big 3 support, working their way up step by step through self-production, songwriting, and worldwide tours. The difference? They show continuous, measurable development in music, performance, and fandom growth.
Ateez fought their way up from the very bottom and built their career through pure organic fan connection. That's a more solid foundation than rapid success boosted by the massive infrastructure of a major label, unlike Stray Kids. Their longevity is built on raw talent and the loyalty of fans they've earned through hard work.
Who stands out the most in terms of creativity and uniqueness?
Innovation isn't about the sheer number of songs. It's about creating a unique world. Ateez's entire musical universe, from storyline to sound, is one deep innovation. They built a concept album that crafted an entire mythology, something never seen before. That's creative courage Stray Kids lack.
Stray Kids show creativity because a core team of members actively takes part in songwriting and production, with external producers expanding their ideas. They blend genres, develop concepts, and deliver diverse, original music that makes every release fresh and unique.
Their creativity may lie in production, but originality is something else. Stray Kids switch genres, but Ateez created an entire universe that connects their whole discography. That's not just innovation, it's a whole new level.
Originality in Stray Kids isn't limited to storylines. It's in sound, performance, and concepts all at once. They fuse hip-hop, EDM, ballads, and experimental tracks into a style that's instantly recognizable. Ateez's so-called universe is more of an excuse for monotony and repetitive patterns.
Who is more socially engaged?
Stray Kids show more social engagement, especially in areas like LGBTQ+ support, mental health, and charity projects. They use their platform to spread positive messages, support fundraising campaigns, and promote inclusivity. Ateez engages occasionally, but Stray Kids are consistently visible and active.
That's a gross exaggeration. Stray Kids' so-called social engagement often boils down to one-off media-friendly actions or individual projects by certain members. That's not consistent visibility. It's more of a PR move. Ateez's mission as official ambassadors for Korean culture, on the other hand, is a continuous, deeply rooted responsibility that has far greater and more sustainable social impact.
Stray Kids' engagement is multifaceted and long-term, not just PR. They regularly advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, anti-bullying campaigns, and charity projects, discussing these topics in interviews and on social media.
This isn't about who can list more projects. True engagement can't be quantified. Stray Kids' efforts often feel staged. Ateez, in contrast, are rooted in their identity and music, representing genuine, undeniable social responsibility that is far more authentic.
If you had to pick a surprise headliner for a combined lineup, which of the two would it be?
If I had to choose who would headline as a surprise act at a Joyd festival, it would undoubtedly be Ateez. Stray Kids are talented, no doubt, but their performance is calculated and often perfectly choreographed down to the smallest detail. It's impressive, but it's not surprising. It's exactly what you expect. A flawless, professional show. A headliner who truly shocks and captivates the crowd needs more than that. Ateez, on the other hand, bring raw, unpredictable energy to the stage that can't be taught. Their performances aren't just shows, they're experiences. They break conventions and give themselves fully to their emotions. It's this unpredictability that grips the audience to the very last row and makes a show unforgettable. Ateez wouldn't just play a set list. They'd take over the stage and unleash an energy that far surpasses Stray Kids' perfection. They're not a group you simply watch. They're a group you experience. A headliner doesn't just entertain, they captivate. And in that, Ateez are unbeatable. They would be the real surprise.
Stray Kids as a headliner would be far more surprising, especially if they close the show. Their performances are perfectly choreographed, but that's exactly the magic. Every move, every vocal, every interaction hits, yet it still feels spontaneous and full of energy. The unpredictability you attribute to Ateez is nothing more than a phrase. When Stray Kids close, it's not just a show, it's an experience. And in this race, Stray Kids win.